called data. डाटा को इस फॉर्म में सपोज कीजिए सम नंबर्स आर रिटन 1 4 6 7 8 8 7. These are the some numbers order. If we are arranging this data in ascending order, that is 1 4 6 7, and this 7 is also here, then 8 and 8. Now this type of data which are in the form of ascending order is called array data. This type of data is called array data. Arrayed data. So there are two type of data. First is the raw data, which are written in the form of a row, but here the value are not in any sequence, not in an ascending order, not in a descending order. If we arrange this data in an ascending order, we will call this data as a arrayed data. So this was the first information about the data. Second one, as you know about the tally marks. What is the meaning of tally marks? First of all, in a question, you have to write down the frequency. If frequency of any data, suppose that if frequency is 4, frequency is 5, 4, and we want to write down this 4 and 5 frequency in the form of a tally marks. What is a tally marks? So tally marks for 1 is 1 2 3 4 5. These are the simple numbering, and we want to draw in a tally marks. What will be the tally marks for this data? What will be the tally marks? For the 1, we have to write in this form. This is your tally marks. Simple 1 line. Here you say it as a stock. You called it a stock. Now you have to write 2 stock. For the 3, you have to write 3 stock, and 4, you have to write 4 stocks. And now for the 5, what you have to write? For the 5, you have to draw first of all 4 stocks, and you have to write down this in this form. So it's important, the line should be in this manner. कुछ बच्चे इसको इस तरह से लिखते हैं, 5 को लिखने के लिए इस तरह का यूज करते हैं. This is wrong concept. This is wrong concept. If you want to draw the 5, there should be this one. This is the tally marks for the number 5. And if you want to draw the tally marks for the number 6, what will be the tally marks for the 6? First of all, you have to make 5, and to make the 5, you have to draw all 4 stocks and this line. This is a 5, and this one is a 6. So in this way, if you want to draw the stock for your 10, what will be the tally marks for the 10? First of all, we have to try the 5, and then you can write down 5. So this will be the tally mark for number 10. In this way, you can write down any type of tally for any number. So this is a simple. Now we will take some greater number, greater than 10, and we will write down all the tally marks of that number. Suppose that you have to write the tally marks for the 12. What will be the tally marks for the 12? So tally marks, first of all, you have to write down 12 किस-किसका combination है? 12 is a combination of 5 plus 5 plus 2. So first of all, you have to draw the tally marks for the 5. This is the tally marks. For the 5, 5 plus 5, 10, and then 2 stocks. So in this way, you can write down the tally marks for the number 12. So in the same way, you can write down any tally marks for any number. This tally marks representation. Now we will draw the tally marks for the 17. What will be the tally marks? First of all, 5. This 5 plus 5, 10, and 5, 15, and then 2 stock. This is your 17. Any number you can write down here. If you want to draw the tally marks for the 9, what will be the 9 for? This will be 9 number can be written in the form of 5 plus 4. So tally mark for the 5 is 1 2 3 and this stock. 4 stock लगा के आपको इस तरह से ड्रॉ करना है. Then 4 stock. So I want to draw this tally marks again, and I would like to explain this again. If you want to write down the tally marks for the 5, so always remember this will be here 4 stock and this one is the 5th stock. So representation is in this form. Always remember it. If you are, this is a correct representation. Be alert while writing this form. If you are writing this form, this is wrong representation. So while writing the tally marks, there will be the line in this diagonal. This is wrong representation. Okay. So ध्यान से देखिएगा. This one is first is correct and second representation is wrong. You cannot write in this form. So these are the tally marks, and first of all, data. I am repeating again. What is the meaning of data? Data is an collection या representation of any facts in a form of numbers. Now second is, what are the type of data? There are 2 type of data. Raw data, any numbers which are written in any arrangement, whether in ascending or descending, whether in this form 5 0 2 9 1 2 11 3 17. This is the random representation of the data. This is called raw data. If we arrange this data in ascending form or descending form, this will become array data. Array data. So array data will be 0 1 2 2 3 5 7 11 and 17. So this is an array data. Next concept, as we have earlier discussed, is a tally marks. Tally marks. Now if you want to represent the tally marks for the number 1, what will be the tally marks for the number 1? For a number 1, tally marks will be 1 stock. ध्यान रखना है इसको लिखते टाइम. You need not to write in this form. This is wrong. आपको रोमन नहीं बना देना इसमें. You have to write 1 stock in this way. 1. The tally marks for the number 2, I am writing here so that you will get clearly visible. The tally marks. The tally marks for the number 1 is 1 stock. Tally marks for the number 2 is 2 stock. Tally mark for the number 3 is 3 stock, and for the number 4 is 4 stock, and for the number 5 is, first of all you have to draw 4 stock and this representation. This 5th stock you have to write in this form. Okay, got it? This is your 5th stock in this form. So if you write, or first of all you have to make it 5, this one 5, and next 6 stock. This is the tally representation for the mark 6 and 7. 1 2 3 4. This is 5th 6 7. इनके नंबर के बीच में कोई टैली मार्क्स को रिप्रेजेंट करने में कोई प्लस का साइन लगेगा, ना कोमा लगेगा, ना डेसिमल लगेगा. जस्ट यू हैव टू रिप्रेजेंट इन दिस टाइप ऑफ स्टॉक. आपको इस तरह से लगाते जाना एंड यू विल गेट योर टैली मार्क्स फॉर एनी नंबर. सो इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट. 5th part is the tally marks for the number 5 is an important. Now we will discuss range. What is the range of any data? If we take, we will understand the range with the help of an example. In this data, there are some information is given. Means collection of these facts are given. What will be the range? And this is the array data. This is the ascending arrangement of the above raw data. Now we will represent. If we want to find out the range for this data, is what will be the range? To find the range, First of all, we have to observe the maximum value. What is the maximum value for this given data? There is maximum value 17 and minimum value is 0. So to find the range, what will be the range for the given data? You have to find out the maximum value minus minimum value. A maximum value for this data is 17 and you have to minus the minimum value 0. You will get range is equal to 17. So this is the formula to find out the range of any data, and we will use in the exercise, first exercise, to find out the range maximum value minus minimum value. Maximum value for the data is 17 and minimum value is 0. Now we will take another example to understand the range, and we will take next data. Let we are taking an example, and example is that a data is given in the form of, in this form, 2 3 4 9 5. These numbers are in any data, and if you want to find out the range, what will be the range for this data? The maximum value you are observing is here 9 and minimum value is 2. So maximum value minus 9, maximum value 9 minus minimum value, and you will get 7. So range will be 7 for this data, and you are observing that the value of range is not lying in this given information. आपको जो डाटा की वैल्यू गिवन है, उस गिवन वैल्यू में रेंज लाई नहीं करती. It's clearly indicating that range may lie in the given data or not. कोई ऐसा रेंज, ऐसी नंबर होगा जो इस डाटा के अंदर लाई कर भी सकता है और नहीं भी. अगर डाटा के अंदर लाई करता है, नहीं करता है, इट डजंट मैटर. रेंज हमारा कोई डिफरेंट नंबर भी हो सकता है जो इनसे बाहर का हो. इस गिवन क्वेश्चन से, जो क्वेश्चन के अंदर आपको डाटा गिवन है, इस डाटा के, ये डाटा गिवन थे, कुछ नंबर्स गिवन थे आप, एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड द रेंज. रेंज इज 7 एंड 7 इज अ नंबर विच डज नॉट लाई इन आवर क्वेश्चन स्टेटमेंट. सो किसी डाटा के अंदर, जो डाटा आपको गिवन है स्टेटमेंट के अंदर, रेंज अगर आप निकालते हो तो रेंज वो डाटा के अंदर लाई कर भी सकती है और नहीं भी कर सकती है. तो रेंज में बी द आउटसाइड वैल्यू. दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट. नाउ we will analyze the bar graph of the data and double bar graph with the help of a question. Now first question of 16.1 exercise we will discuss. You have to read this question. The first question of exercise 16.1. Question number 1. The number of rooms in 25 houses of a locality is given below. इस तरह से आपको numbers, number of room in 25 houses, यानी कि 25 houses में आपको rooms के number given है. You have to arrange the data in ascending order. Numbering given है. First में आपको क्या करना है, इस data को ascending order में arrange करना है. Our question statement is that number of room in 25 houses of locality is given in this form: 4 3 2 6 4 3 2 1 5 3 2 3 4 3 5 1 6 1 3 4 2 3 4 3 5. This is your given information, and this information is already written in your book. There is no headache, and we have to arrange this data in ascending order. Ascending means, first of all, first part you have to write in ascending order. What will be the ascending order representation? So for this given information, first of all you have to write, there is some numbers are repeating again. Observe this question. Some numbers are repeating. This 4 is repeating here, this is here, 4 is here, 3 is here, and 4, this one is also 4. So 4 is written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. In the same way, 3 is also repeated number, and 2 is also repeated, 6 is also repeated, 1 is also repeated, 6 is only written here one time. So सबसे पहले असेंडिंग ऑर्डर के लिखने के लिए आपको सबसे छोटा नंबर उठाना है. In the lowest number in this data is 1, and you have to write down the 1. Now 1 is written how much time? 1, 2, 3. This is only 3 times. So 1, 1 and 1. Now take greater number from the 1, that is a 2. This 2 is written. अब इसको लिखते टाइम स्टेटमेंट को लिख के ऐसा क्या करो, कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं रहेगी आपको. जैसे आपने 1 लिख दिया तो 1 पे अंडरलाइन कर लो, 1 1 1, छोटा सा मार्क डाल लो या डॉट लगा लीजिए उस पे. इससे क्या होगा, आपको कोई नंबर छूटेगा भी नहीं उससे. नाउ यू हैव टू टेक द 2, राइट डाउन हियर. नाउ टेक अनदर 2, राइट डाउन हियर. अब जिस भी 2 को लिख रहे हो उसके नीचे मार्क डालते जाइए. दिस वन इज 2, this is 2. So in this information, अरे 2 है. अब इसमें जितने भी 2 लिखे हुए हैं सबको आपने अरेंज कर दिया. Now come to the point 3. 3, this one 3, next 3, 3 3, this 3, this 3, 3. So means 3 is also 3 times written here, 3 times. Now come to the point number 4. 4 4 2 times, and third 4. This one is also 4, and this number is 4. And we have written 5 times here. Now number 5, you have to take the number 5. Number 5 is here, this one 5 5, and this 5. And how many numbers are left there? There are 6 left. So this 6, and next number is 6, this 6. So this is an ascending arrangement of our given data. अब इसको टोटल काउंट भी कर लीजिएगा, कई नंबर छूट जाते हैं बिकॉज सिमिलरिटी की वजह से. तो अब जितने टोटल नंबर यहाँ पे हमारे गिवन इन्फॉर्मेशन में है, दैट शुड बी द टोटल नंबर शुड बी हियर. सो दिस इज द असेंडिंग रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ गिवन डाटा. दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ 16.1 एक्सरसाइज. नाउ द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन, find the range of the data. As we have earlier discussed, what is a range? To find the range, we have to subtract maximum and minimum value. So maximum value minus minimum value, and maximum value for this data is 6 and minimum value is 1, and you are getting 5. This is the range of the data. Third question, range will be 5. कंस्ट्रक्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल फॉर द बोर्ड डाटा. इस डाटा के लिए आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल बनानी है. इफ यू हैव अंडरस्टैंड दिस पॉइंट्स, आई हैव टू रब दिस, एंड नाउ वी विल डिस्कस द थर्ड पॉइंट. वी हैव टू ड्रॉ द कंस्ट्रक्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल फॉर दिस डाटा. नाउ थर्ड पॉइंट वी विल डिस्कस हियर. You have to draw the frequency distribution table. If it is asked to draw the frequency distribution table, you have to remember that you have to write the tally marks for that frequency distribution table. Number of room, we are discussing third part of this question. Number of rooms. अब नंबर ऑफ रूम्स कैसे आएंगे इसमें? नंबर ऑफ रूम्स कैसे गिवन आपको? या तो आपको उसका नंबरिंग 1 वाले हैं, 2 वाले रूम भी हैं, 3 वाले भी हैं, 4 वाले भी हैं, एंड 5 आल्सो. नंबर ऑफ हाउसेस, वी हैव टू राइट हियर नंबर ऑफ हाउसेस. Number of houses means that will be the frequency for our data. Frequency. What is the frequency? Frequency of data. This हमारे statement के अंदर आपको क्या given था? Statement is that number of rooms in 25 houses. 25 houses में ये number of rooms given थे. ये डाटा गिवन था आपका, यानी कि नंबर ऑफ रूम, वन रूम कितने हाउसेस में गिवन है, अब वन को काउंट कर लीजिएगा, अब जितने भी वन आते हैं यहाँ पे वो नंबर ऑफ हाउसेस बन जाएंगे, दैट विल बी द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ योर डाटा. सो नंबर ऑफ हाउसेस विल बी, वन इज रिपीटिंग 3 times in our given information, so frequency of number of houses of one is, frequency will become 3. Now 2 is repeating how many times, that will become frequency of 2. Frequency of 2 will become 4. And frequency of 3, the number 3 is repeating how many times is called frequency. That frequency is 8. You can count this. 3 is repeating how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 4, how many times 4 is repeating? 4 is repeating, I think 5 times. 4 is repeating 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now 5. How many times 5 is repeating? 5 is repeating only 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now 6. What is the frequency of 6? Frequency of 6 is that how many times 6 is repeating, that become frequency of 6. So frequency of 6 is repeating only 2 times, this number and this. So this will become 2. We are drawing frequency distribution table in the third part. This is your frequency distribution table. In the frequency distribution table, number of houses is written here, number of rooms is written here, number of houses is written here in the form of frequency, and now we have to write the tally marks. As we have the tally marks and how to represent this frequency in a form of tally marks, there will be only 3 stops. For the frequency of 8, you have to write this. 4 stop, and for the frequency of 8, you have to draw the tally marks. This is 5 and 3 stop. टोटल आपका कितना बन गया है? 8 को कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 5 plus 3. And for the 5, tally marks will become this. And for the 3, tally marks will be 3 stop. 2 tally marks will be this. So this is the complete frequency distribution table for the given information with the help of tally marks and frequencies. I am explaining again this. The frequency of any equation or any data is a, if you want to calculate the frequency of one, you have to observe in the data how many times one is repeating. How many times in a data one is repeating, that is called frequency of your given data. For if you want to calculate the frequency of 2, you have to observe in your given data that how many times 2 is repeating. You have to count the number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So frequency will become 4. And for the if you want to calculate the frequency of 3, you have to calculate how many times 3 is repeating in your given data. So it's a simple concept to find out the frequency distribution table. This complete table is called frequency distribution table. Frequency distribution table. And while writing the frequency distribution table, it's important to write down the tally marks. Okay, students. Now, the next part of this question, we will discuss the fourth part. Find the number of houses which have 4 or more than 4 houses. Find number of houses which have 4 or more than 4 rooms. ऐसे कितने हाउसेज हैं जिसमें 4 या 4 से ज्यादा रूम्स अवेलेबल है. अब नंबर ऑफ रूम्स तो यहाँ लिखे हुए हैं. हेलो. 4 या 4 से ज्यादा. So only 5 minutes are left. We have to conclude this question completely. So okay, students, we have to find out the fourth part of this question. Fourth part of this question is find the number of houses which have which have 4 or more than 4 rooms. Number of rooms are here. 4 rooms are this and more than 4 in this data. So now we have to sum up this data. अब ये 4 rooms कितने हाउसेज में है? 5 हाउसेज में. इसका ये मीनिंग बनता है. ये नंबर ऑफ हाउसेज है ना. 5 हाउसेज ऐसे हैं जिसमें 4 रूम्स हैं. 3 हाउसेज ऐसे हैं जिसमें 5 रूम्स हैं. एंड देयर आर 2 हाउसेज विच हैव 6 रूम्स. सो इन आवर फोर्थ पार्ट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन, I have to rub from here. These are the long question. Fourth part of this, आपको क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? 4 या 4 से ज्यादा हाउसेज कितने, 4 या 4 से ज्यादा रूम्स कितने हाउसेज में है? 4 रूम्स में भी हैं. 5 तो ये हो गए. 3 में भी है. 3 हाउसेज ऐसे हैं जिसमें 5 रूम्स हैं. 6 हाउसेज 6 रूम्स वाले 2 हाउसेज हैं. सो वी हैव टू सम दिस. सो आंसर विल बिकम 10. So there are number of houses which have 4 or more than 4 rooms are 10. Answer will be. So next part, draw the bar graph to represent the above data. Now we have distribution table is here, and we will use this information. All the information of your data handling as we have and your first question from the exercise and similar question related similar example related to first question you have to draw in your notebook. So we will complete this question. You have to draw the bar graph of the data. Equal distances you have to write down 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. इस तरह से लिख लेने हैं आपको. अब यहाँ पे बार if you want to draw the bar graph, these are the number with equal interval. You have to write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You have to represent in this way. Now then in a horizontal table you have to take number of rooms, and in case of bar graph you have to always remember that in a vertical direction you have to take number of houses. Number of houses in vertical direction you have to take number of houses. In horizontal direction other information what is given. So जिसमें आपको number of houses का मीनिंग क्या है? यहाँ frequency है. Vertical direction में आपको क्या लेनी है? Frequency. नंबर ऑफ हाउसेज से रिलेटेड फ्रीक्वेंसी थी ना, तो फ्रीक्वेंसी आपको वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन में हमेशा लेनी होती है. जो भी आपके क्वेश्चन की स्टेटमेंट है उसके अकॉर्डिंग। तो नंबर ऑफ रूम्स आपने इस डायरेक्शन में लिए, वो कहता है कि जितने वन रूम्स की फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या थी, वन रूम के लिए फ्रीक्वेंसी 3 थी। तो यहाँ पे अगर आप वन डाटा, इफ यू वांट टू ड्रॉ हेयर बाय मेकिंग एन इक्वल स्पेस, you have to draw this bar graph in this way। ठीक है, बिल्कुल हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन में आपको इस तरह से बना दे। नाउ मेकिंग एन इक्वल स्पेस, बाय मेकिंग एन इक्वल स्पेस, इतना ही जितना स्पेस ये था उतना स्पेस यहाँ पे लेना है, इतना स्पेस आपको यहाँ से छोड़ देना है। नंबर ऑफ हाउसेस फॉर द टू के लिए नंबर ऑफ हाउसेस कितने बन रहे हैं, दैट इज 4। सो यू हैव टू ड्रॉ हायर बिल्डिंग। अब ये बड़े वाली बिल्डिंग बन गई, ये 4 नंबर था ना आपका, फ्रीक्वेंसी 4 थी, तो 4 के बिल्कुल हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन में। आर यू ऑब्जर्विंग दिस? सो दिस विल बी फॉर नंबर 1, दिस विल बी फॉर 2, एंड नाउ फॉर द हाउसेस, house number 3, the frequency is 8, so you have to make the equal space and frequency is 8. This will be the frequency for the house number 3. So in direction, horizontal direction with the C, this one 8 के बिल्कुल horizontal में, यानी कि इसकी आप frequency लिख सकते हो, this one is 8, this is 4 and this is 3। तो ये एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन रहेगी आपके लिए। फिर 4 हाउस के लिए क्या रहेगी, 5।